Greetings and good day. We are going to look into technology in education on creating an online learning platform. There are going to be 12 content. Content number 1, pre-lesson up, learn to listen, learn new word, learn to answer, learn to talk, learn to write, learn to sing, learn to read, learn to retell, student book, self-assessment tool, and reflection. First, blank space is standby. Textbook ready for use. Teaching aids such as flashcard, additional exercise books for writing and spelling exercise is prepared. Learn to listen, which is a storyline. Teacher introduced the stories of A Day at the Beach. Read the stories 3 times. Read sentence by sentence according to the multimedia. Talk about the stories. Ask the children about the stories and what do they know about the stories. Teacher will use theme flashcards to practice their new words. At the same time, teacher also can switch off or cover up the monitor and let the children to listen the audio only. Secondly, learn new words. It's a language development. Teacher introduced new words from the software. All the children to listen to each new word. Shirt, skirt, bird, float, sand, sunglasses. Allow the children to pronounce each new word out of loud. Explain to the children the meaning of each word. And also, there are some activities that can be done, which is like word hunting, word matching, word fishing. This will allow the children to listen without looking at the picture and have them to describe the items. Learn to answer. Verbally comprehensions. Get the children to practice asking, answering. For example, they can have activities like role play. We can get the children to ask each other questions. Where is Jenny? Jenny is on the beach. What is Tony wearing? Tony is wearing a shirt. What is Gogo doing? Gogo is wearing a skating. Learn to talk. There is activity that can be done. Get the children to practice saying the following by bringing them out to the playground and practicing asking the children what they are doing. Yes, it's a hot day. You can use an umbrella. The children also can be going around and asking few questions. Next, we will move on to the learn to write, writing skills. Allow the children to practice writing words with blank sounds that were taught. Allow the children to look at the flashcards for reference while writing. They could use activity book or they can have an additional writing books, exercise books to copy these words that they have learned. Next, learn to sing, verbalizing skills. Allow the children to listen to the songs on the multimedia and CDs. Incorporate some actions such as wave your hands in the air every time you hear the sound of letter that were taught. Can be done with the children. After that, learn to read. Reading skills. Using the blank space, there is a flashcards in that blank space. So children can read aloud each word has been presented to them. Additional practice with books from our reader level 2 is also can be given to them. Next, learn to retell. It's like a memory skills. What we can do is we can use these 5 things to get the children to tell back the story which they watched in the blank space. Like, what is the character? What are the setting? Where do they begin? What happens in the middle? And what actually happened in the end? Was it a happy story? Or was it sad? Or do you learn something? By doing this, the children retells the story and emphasize a lot on expression. So we can use charts, mix and match flashcards with correct words. After doing this, the children needs to complete the textbook pages 57 and 59. It's like an additional exercise for them to remember back the words that they learned, the vocabulary that they learned at the beach. Okay, now it's time for their self-assessment. since we have taught them on videos, we have taught them on role play, we have taught them on flashcards, we have taught them on videos, stories, and we have done a lot of activities. Now it's time to let the children to assess themselves how much they have known. So we have used quizzes. There are few questions here for the children to choose, and the children have to choose the correct answers. All the questions are from what they have learned. So this will allow the children to use the multimedia. At the same time, the children are assessed individually. So after doing this, the children just have to submit it, and teacher could see what is the mark they have get. Even the children also can see what mark they have get, and they want to redo it, they could redo it. Now after we have done all the lessons with our objective, it's time for reflection. By looking at the children's self-assessment tool, we could see where does the children needs to be improved, and we can give extra works for the children who needs to emphasize more, and also we can jot down what is the progress of the children. And that's all. Thank you.